forget the tears we cried. But if your heart breaks, don't wait, turn me away. And if your heart's strong, hold on, I won't wait. Wait till I come back to your side. Forget the tears we cried. I feel as though you ought to know I've been good as I can be. And if you do, trust in you, know that you will wait for me. It's been a long time, now I'm coming back home. I've been away now, oh how I've been alone. John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Not Dobie Gillis.
I got Dobie Gillis from somewhere in there this morning, but I couldn't find the Beatles. That's pretty weird. Yeah, I love that song.
Well, it's been a long time since the Beatles been out there in the front row.
Yeah, I was at the age where that was.
They were everything.
They were everything to me when I was
God, yeah.
15 through high school, 14 through high school. Probably. Yeah.
There's so many.
I was born in 52, so yeah, that was right in that.
Yeah.
I remember girlfriends and myself at one of my girlfriends' houses. We did a lip sync band in the garage from the neighborhood. Beatles, you know.
Yeah. Because they were right after Elvis, and then the Beatles was the big one,
Yeah.
and then that just broke then everybody, the Rolling Stones, and yeah, you know, with Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, and who else? My God, the Moody Blues came after that, and all this, just so many just bands. So of course, the Beach Boys. Yeah, he just died, Brian Wilson.
Oh,
Yeah, 82 years old.
wow.
He just died a couple of days ago.
So how many are left of the Beach Boys? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sail away. Somewhere.
Catching a wave,
Catch a wave somewhere, exactly.
like there's somewhere to go.
Well, we're constantly on our journey, whether we're here in physical space or elsewhere.
The journey is the destination.
Forever.
Wherever you go, there you are.
That's right. And be here now, too. I love that.
Yeah, all those
I
things.
remind myself of that all the time. Good morning, Bob. How are you today? Good to see you.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung upon. Strawberry fields forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter much to me.
Thank you.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung upon. Strawberry fields forever. No one I know is in my tree. I mean, it must be high or low. I think I am but it's alright. That is, I think it's not so bad. Let me take you down. Yes, I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. Always know, sometimes think it's me. But you know, I know when it's a dream. I think I know it'll be a yes, but it's all wrong. That is, I think I disagree. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry field. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Let me tell you how it will be. There's one for you, 19 for me. 'Cause I'm a tax man. Yeah, yeah, I'm a tax man. If 5% feels too small, be thankful I don't take it all. 'Cause I'm the tax man. Yeah, yeah, I'm the tax man. If you take a walk, I'll tax your feet. If you drive your car, I'll tax the street. If it gets too hot, I'll tax the heat. If you try to sit, I'll tax your seat. Tax man, 'cause I'm the tax man. Yeah, yeah, I'm the tax man. Oh, that's me, what I wanted for. Mr. Wilson, you don't want to take some more. Mr. Heat, 'cause I'm the tax man. Yeah, yeah, I'm the tax man. And my advice to those who die, tax man, declare the pennies on your eyes. Tax man, I'm the tax man. Yeah, yeah, I'm the tax man. And you're working for no one but me. Tax man, tax man, tax man, tax man, tax man, tax man.
Just one, but while I
You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. So beautiful. Can't you see? Like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, on a never ending wheel, like a snowball down a mountain, or a carnival balloon, or a carousel that's swimming. When it rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sleeping, past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple, whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Like a tunnel that you follow, to a tunnel of its own, down a hollow to a cavern, where the sun was never shone, like a door that keeps revolving, in a half-forgotten dream, or a conversation at the lips. Someone dropped into a stream, like a clock whose hands are sleeping, as the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple, burning silently in space, like a circle that you find.
You know what's funny is I never changed.
in the window
I woke up and I'm like, somebody go back to me. Do they have service here? Not because it wasn't in the line. And I just texted you.
Yeah.
And
And I answered you back.
There's a jingle in your head.
over there.
Why did summer go so quick? Was it something that she said? Lovers walk along the shoreline, beneath their footprints in the sand. The sound of distant drumming, just the fingers of your hand. Pictures hanging in the hallway, in the fragrance of a song. Half forgotten names and places, but to whom do they belong? When you found that it was over, you were suddenly aware the autumn leaves were turning to the color of her hair, a circle and a spiral, rail within a wheel, all of it on a never-ending wheel, as the images of wine, like a circle that you find in the windmills of your mind.
Thank you, Faboda. Good morning, everybody. It's 10 o'clock. If I can invite you to take your seats. Aloha, welcome. I'm your facilitator today, Jamie, and our wonderful presenter today is ElishaLeolani. And I want to welcome everyone here on the lanai, everyone out in Cyberland. I also want to say a big thank you for our fathers of the past, our ancestors, our fathers here today, and our fathers of the future. I'd like to welcome up Theo to do our reading of Science of Mind. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are here present today, including myself. The topic today is, it's not easy being green. I wish for a world that views disability, mental or physical, not as hindrance, but as a unique attribute that can be seen as a powerful asset if given the right opportunity. Oliver Sacks. In our attempt to encourage greater empathy, we may say, you can't really understand another person's experience until you've walked a mile in their shoes. On the surface, we understand it. In practice, it seems more like sympathy. Either way, how many of us go deeper in understanding and practice? Do we understand how ableism and able-bodied norms affect millions around the world? If our goal is to co-create a world that works for all, should we not also be deeper discourse with members of the deaf community, those who use wheelchairs, are blind, neurodivergent, and more? Again, we're conditioned. The medical and cultural beauty standards exalt a certain body norm, and those norms regulate those who do not meet the prescribed norm for a lower level of recognition. And they not only divinely magnificent and individualized incarnations of the one, are they not? And do they not deserve what all of God deserves? Love, recognition, respect, dignity, and celebration. When Kermit sings, "It's not easy being green," he expresses the consciousness of non-life affirming comparisons. He says, when I think it could be nicer, being red or yellow or gold or something much more colorful like that. We teach people to tolerate different able-bodied people rather than to accept them. To varying degrees, we both judge and tolerate ourselves rather than accepting ourselves. And by the end of the song, Kermit arrives at self-acceptance. I'm green and I'll do fine. It's beautiful. I think it's what I want to be. The affirmation is, I choose active acceptance of myself and others, knowing that this active acceptance means I actively love, honor, and celebrate and recognize the divine sovereignty of all. Break it down? Oh, okay. Sorry. I choose active acceptance of myself and others, knowing that this active acceptance means I actively love, honor, celebrate, and recognize the divine sovereignty of all. And so it is.
Thank you, Theo. That was really beautiful. So I'm going to invite Elisha to guide us in this morning's meditation or chant, your preference.
Take a deep breath in.
As we take the next one in, let's take it in through the crown of our head and see its white color going all the way down our central line, down into the ground, Mother Earth. So here we come, the next breath. And down and out, all the way into the core of Mother Earth. Let's feel the peace that settles in and through and all around us. We hear the air, we hear the birds. We are part of all in, through, and all around us. And as we slowly, slowly rise, we feel our energies rise and that beautiful white light rise. We're feeling enveloped into a red, deep red mantle of energy, welling up from the core of our Mother Earth. And as we are rising with it, the red merges into orange. Red and orange having their home in our abdomen, keeping us warm, keeping the cells of digestion and the inner organs warm and comfortable. And the rising continues. The orange gets lighter and lighter. It becomes yellow in our solar plexus. And the rising continues. We feel ourselves enveloped in those warmth colors of red, orange, yellow. And we are now moving into the area of our heart. The yellow turns into a gentle, beautiful, fresh green. We feel this fresh green pulsate from our heart through our whole body. Yes, growing. Everything's growing, thriving, expanding higher up in our chest, coming to our throat, turning into this beautiful deep blue that we find dwelling in our throat. Sky blue, ocean blue, the blue of our higher powers expressing through our voice, through our throat. And we are rising, the rising never stops. We're rising, unfolding, all the way rising up to our forehead, our third eye area, with which you can see through walls and way beyond them. With a deep, dark blue, indigo blue, nighttime blue, where we may not see anything, as it's night and dark. And yet there are glimpses of stars, of twinkles of light, rising up, forever rising, rising and expanding into the crown of our head. And there, expanding like a crown on our head, coming out from our head, rising above into this beautiful sphere, ball of light, white light, that's now enfolding the whole being from top to toe and up again, forever circulating life. Let us feel how this rainbow of colors is settling into our whole being for the rest of the day, for the rest of we care to remember.
Thank you, Elisha. It was truly grounding and connecting and invigorating. Thank you. And if Vaboda, our musician today, would like to play a song for us, we're ready for a song. He's still channeling.
Oh.
You're on, you're on.
Man, that was good. Whoa. God. Woo-wee. That was a good one. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh, back to earth. Here I am. So, anyway. Ooh, what is this? Father's Day. Last month was Mother's Day. Without mothers and fathers, where would we be? Yeah. Nowhere. God bless my daddy, who's over there. Said a tiny little boy in his tiny little prayer. For he's my daddy, so please take care. Said a tiny little boy in his tiny little prayer. For this is the night Mama turns off the light. How I wish you were here so I could kiss you goodnight. I hope that in dreamland we'll meet again someday. Said a tiny little boy in his tiny little prayer. Oh, Mom, I love you. Yes, I do. Wait for me, Mom. I'll be home soon. I never knew how much you meant to me. Now that you're so many miles across the sea, only God knows when and where we'll meet again. You hold you in my arms once more, to hear your voice and to see your sweet smile. Oh God, do please keep my mom. Oh God, do please keep my mom.
Thank you, Vaboda, for honoring all of our fathers. That's very beautiful. And mothers, yeah, we wouldn't be here without them. So sharing a little bit about New Thought. Our mission is to provide a sanctuary of aloha for the nourishment, development, and evolution of each individual's unique spiritual path. And then we have a connection to the wider world. We're affiliated with the International New Thought Alliance, an umbrella organization that brings together groups and individuals who share certain common beliefs, attitudes among them, the idea that a new thought embodied in consciousness produces a new condition. Judge Thomas Troward. INSA also includes many unity and religious science churches and centers for spiritual living. So I'd like to welcome any new guests to share your name. And before we do that, I think, we're skipping a question, or you're gonna give it to us. Yeah. So before that, we can invite our new guests to share their name. If there are any new guests here today? No? No? Okay. All right, we can. Yeah.
So we're all so much more than we appear to be. Yeah? We all know that. So whoever feels comfortable, repeat after me. I am divine.
I am divine.
How does that make you feel? That's my question.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start first. Jamie, and empowered. And if you can share your name in 1 or 2, 3 words, that'd be great.
Sharisa, it feels like remembering and collecting myself.
I'm Charlie, and I don't know, it makes me feel rather powerful.
I'm Terry. I guess it makes me feel special.
I'm Candy. It makes me feel heightened to a place where there are no words.
I'm Teresa, and it made me feel connected.
I'm Bill, and yeah, it makes me feel like I'm part of a whole.
I'm Tana, and I guess it makes me feel complete.
I'm Patty, and it makes me feel happy. Thank you. I'm Sally, and to me, what I got out of that was hearing everybody say it at the same time, and that sounded wonderful.
Saying I'm divine, it makes me feel like I'm plugged in to the power source. I'm Pasha, and I got a haircut. I look a little different.
Hello, I'm Theo, and it makes me feel whole and loved.
Kaimana, it makes me feel alive.
Karen, and I sort of had to adjust a bit there. Wasn't quite in tune with it, just to believe, and feel it more. But that's pretty amazing.
Erin Ness, and what everybody else said, I relate to it all.
I'm Mark. I start every day by saying, I am divine love. So just spreading that.
I'm Don, and I think it makes me feel humbly divine. and seeing it in everyone around me.
I am a peace eagle. Peace eagle. Again. I will repeat that the third time. Peace eagle. Nirvana is quiet. Very quiet. Vibola makes me feel wonderful.
I am Leah. It makes me feel whole, selfless, and deeply loved.
Thank you. I suppose I better say something too. Whole. That's one.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'd like to welcome Viboda to play another beautiful song for us. Thank you.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive.
Thank you, Viboda. Mahalo. Such a beautiful song. It was probably written before I was born, but it's always had a special place in my heart. So thank you for playing that today. All right, this is probably everyone's favorite part. I know I like this part. If you'd like to share, this is time for miracles and ordinaries. And if anyone has something to share, that they can come up to the mic, and then I'm going to move it out and then bring it back.
Good morning, everybody. Aloha. You're all so beautiful. All these shiny faces. Some of you know that 2.5 months ago, I had a little accident and I tore my meniscus in my left knee. And I was hobbling and on a crutch, and the first month was pretty rough. But I was so blessed by this community, people otherwise in other places too, with healing of all kinds. I was open to all of it. I'm still open to all of it. And what I've learned from the experience is that healing comes in many forms. And all we have to do is ask. Because when we ask, that gives everybody and anybody permission to step forward and to give us the support and the healing that we need, whether it's the physical healing or possibly the physical healing comes from a need for something deeper. And that's what I've learned from this experience. It's been very enriching. And as most of you know, I'm a bit of a mermaid. And I was out of the water for a month, which didn't keep my heart very happy. But I'm happy to say that I've migrated to one fin for a month snorkeling. And now I'm 4 times, and now I've been swimming with 2 fins. And 2 days in a row, I swam about a mile with 2 fins. So the mermaid's back. Woo.
So I have a couple things. First off, just want to take a moment to breathe in just the fact that we're alive and that we are safe and that we are existing as autonomous beings that have the freedom of speech, that have the freedom of religion, have the freedom to actually gather right here in this time. And that in itself is a miracle, because there are millions and millions of people right now that live in fear and have no ability to know the God-given right to actually gather like we do and can every Sunday. So I just wanted to presence that as a miracle. And I also wanted to share that 3 years ago, I found this book, and I lived in Maui, and it came to me, and I didn't really think a lot of it. It's another one of the many spiritual and teaching books that I've come across over the years. And I lived in Haiku for about a year, and I had this in my library. And I just recently had a whole shipment from a container brought over for all of my tools and all the things that I couldn't carry whenever I moved here to the Big Island about a year and a half ago. And so I was going through my books and getting the mildew off and the whole thing. And I opened this and I realized that I've been connected to this center for this entire time, because this is from New Thought Center. At this juncture, it was in Kona, and it has the phone number and everything. And this is from 1978. So, it's just as relevant today as it was back then. And so I wanted to read a poem that's from this book for everyone. And so the whole point of this book is being a self-mastered human divine being, and not looking outside of ourselves for that mastery to actually be the inner master, or as I learned from my teacher, the inner movement master. And what Hank Wesselman says is that we all have the capability of being a master of something. We just have to find out what that is in our life. I am master. Who is there who can say he is, or that he was, or that he will ever be, save that one who is master, who exists in the now, who can claim the reality which he is, without knowing who and why he is that which is. I alone can only say who I am, for I am master. I'm master of myself. I'm master of my world. I am the only master which is. In allness of infinite beings, there is only one myself. For I am God, and I am all of God. And as God, I am all in all. Since I am God, I created myself. I brought myself into existence. I constantly invest myself with new form. Yet I am formless in reality. Though I am master, I am all forms. Yet I am the midst of all beginnings and all beingness. For I am all that exists forever and will be. I am the cause and the effect. I am the beginning and the end. I am master. I am God.
Mahalo, Theo, for sharing those wonderful pearls of wisdom. Now it's my great pleasure to be here with all of you today to introduce our dear ElishaLeolani. She began her life's journey in Vienna, Austria, in a musical family where her deep appreciation for vocal and instrumental self-expression were seated. However, it was not until she experienced a profound spiritual awakening in her late 20s that she became aware of the spiritual nature of all forms of life. This awareness was deepened by some outstanding human teachers, as well as connection with nature's domain. Her immersion into several different cultures, Mediterranean, North American, Hawaiian amongst them, expanded her insights into the interrelatedness of all creative endeavors on and beyond our planet Earth. ElishaLeolani practices various healing modalities, such as hypnotherapy, infant massage, metamorphic foot treatment, as well as energetic aura and chakra alignments. Her interests and experiences inspire her to expand into yet untapped ways of raising consciousness, involving light, color, and sound. And I present to you ElishaLeolani.
Wow. How beautiful. Thank you. So here I am, not knowing what we're all going to be like, what I'm going to be like in half an hour or so after this experience together. You look so beautiful. Somebody else told you already, but you feel so beautiful. The emanation from all of you together is like another layer that winds around each one of us, the collective of all of us. So thank you for having me in your round. Divinity, what is it? It goes way beyond religious concepts. I would being conscious of our infinity, of being God. Those beautiful sharings too. They blend right in it. So I am divine. You are divine. You. He is divine. And she is divine. And every flower here, is divine. We are divine. They are divine. You are divine. They are divine. So each one of those personal pronouns that we learn in school, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, turn on one aspect of the wholeness that we all are. Equal aspects, whether it's you or me or they, we're all equal, equally creating, co-creating this wholeness of divinity. In our everyday life, it's so easy to forget about it when pressures of paying rent and getting food and meeting deadlines and appointments get in the way. But we'll always come back to this core because it's vibrating from deep within us. We can't really deny it for very long. But one way I find that has helped me remember it in the checkout area of a supermarket or whatever else fast life is presenting. I like to put two fingers together, thumb and the index finger. And when I'm feeling pressurized to meet the outer world's demands, I do this. It's easy to do. And it goes there. Hey, remember, you're divine. You're divine. Okay, I'm divine. Yeah. So let's anchor this divinity a little more deeply today. Find some kind of gesture, mudra, something that feels comfortable to you in your body. And close your eyes and go within. Take a deep breath. On the out breath, feel how your body is coming to that point that you have decided you feel comfortable remembering. That point that helps you remember your divinity. Let's do a hum out of that. When you feel you've got, yeah, that's what it feels. I'm divine. Okay. Let's have a beautiful. Sounds like a beehive. Now let's do it again. Breathe in again. And if you feel like it, you can continue to hum, or you can let out your voice through your open mouth. And let's feel into this sound that we are co-creating. It's turning into something like a sound body. And give it our sound, our voice, until it grows, reaches its extent, and comes to rest again. Might take a minute or two or three. But let's allow this to happen. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. So now we've anchored this in our one little gesture. Next time we're going out in the world, we can play with it. Hey, I'm God. I'm divine. Now, what does all this talking about divinity and being divine have to do with not knowing or with the power of not knowing? It is like a wetsuit we put on, knowing who we are, what we are made of, consist of. It's like a suit that we're putting on as we're moving down into this third dimension. We've all signed up to find a body, a three-dimensional, beautiful body, to anchor, to allow the light of high vibrations to come through, to slow down its vibrations somewhat, and to adjust to 3D life. All the time knowing we are God. We're just God and dressed up. So, let me have a look at my notes. Yeah, there's not knowing. Over the years, I've looked after various people of various ages, and two are standing out, two children at different times, different locations. One was a very intense autistic boy, 7 years, and another one was an 18-month-old little girl. And there was one phrase when I said that, they would burst into laughter and giggles and couldn't hear enough of it. I had to repeat it over and over again. And that phrase was, I don't know. Giggle, giggle, giggle. And it would bring them again into whatever we wanted to do next and into the moment. So that has been with me quite often when I think of these two children who were very much living out their subconscious still and hadn't been put on into the harness of consciousness, 3D consciousness. So, yep, I know. And as we're coming down from way up, fine vibrations of high dimensions, condensing, 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 learning what it's like in this third dimension, we are bringing this memory with us. It's always with us. It just gets covered up. And in a fifth dimension, there is no logical knowing. There is just being. There is no logical time. There is just the moment. Let's feel into that. Being the moment, being in the moment, being the moment. What does the moment feel like in my body, in my cells, in the brain of my cells, mitochondria, into all those interactions that happen in my body without my conscious command. Let's feel. Let's notice how we're all slowing down, down, down. Into the blessing of this sound that carries, it goes to somebody to help somebody else. We are gods in the fifth dimension. We are gods. We don't have to know anything. We can just be. See what this feels like in the tip of our little fingers. See what this feels like on the tip of our nose. In the center of our heart. To be God. In this high dimension that we're all striving to, allowing ourselves to be moved into, to move into. And this brings a great power flow into our center and beyond. And this power flow is inviting us to imagine what we would love to create for ourselves. So let's tune into this inner wish, inner longing that we've carried with us. Many of us may already be there and know, live it. But let's feel what each one of us would love to create. Be it a beautiful house on beautiful grounds, under beautiful circumstances, co-creating, healing the planet. There are many variations of it. Being in artistic expression, painting, singing, dancing, loving. We don't have to do much except hold this picture in front of our inner eye and knowing this is my life. And as we're still in a 5D, in a fifth dimensional consciousness, we don't have to go into much detail when it's going to happen and how. Just that it's going to happen. And this is my life. A wonderful partner, wonderful family, whatever comes to us. So things come to us more easily when we use our voice. So let's use our voice again. And sing this dream of ours, into being, into getting closer to being our reality. Let's take again a deep breath in. Let this dream awaken until it has become a sound body. And when we feel we're spreading out, let us be aware of all the other people here in this room and their emanations and how they attune and resonate with ours. And this wholeness and this oneness and this playfulness. Not very serious, but very mighty, playfully. So let's take a deep breath in. And give this thought a body. Oh, I love playing with you like this. Playing together. My playmates, my godmates. Oh, what an honor. So with our 5D dream landscape and dream scene of our life, we are moving down, down, down until we end up in 3D. Okay. So this is solid. Whoa. Huh. So I share my innermost thoughts with somebody and they give me this odd look. So I play with children and the adults say, come, we're talking about important things. Come join us. What can be more important than exchanging thoughts with children? So we are in 3D and we learn how to put on skins. We learn languages, ways of communication. We quite often get bruised, scratched, shaken up by the harshness of 3D. But in such moments, it's so necessary again to remember who we are. Okay, there's my little reminder. I am in this strange situation here, 3D, where everybody else feels comfortable talking about money and power over, of course. I don't have to take on their belief systems. I just remember I am God. I am just being me here now. I don't need others to affirm that I am God. I know in my own knowing that I am. And maybe animals, a dog, a cat, birds, young children, lock eyes with me and recognize me. And I recognize them. Hi, yes. So yeah, we're good. Okay, and we switch off again and move into 3D mode. And yeah, as said before, it can be pretty bothersome at times. But we are here to superconduct these higher energies, these higher memories into the ground we're walking on, which is the surface, the skin of our mother that has brought us all together. Possibly we've been star picked from, oh, I would like some people from that star over there. Yeah, a handful. And over there, yeah, I'd like a whole spacecraft full. Over there, just one. Yeah, okay, it's powerful enough. Okay, so here's Mother Earth and all her natural surroundings. The devas, the nature spirits that are very familiar with all the unlimited universe around us. Here we are, finding more and more these days, finding more and more people we can hold eye contact with, heart contact. Hey, you are here too. What star are you from? I don't know yet. I'm trying to find out. Oh, somebody else says, yeah, I know where I'm from. I'm from Venus, and I'm from Sirius, and oh, I'm from the Pleiades. Oh, wow, what's it like? What's the landscape like? How do people live? Do they eat? Do they fly? Do they move about? So we are becoming more and more knowledge able to hold knowing that don't have to know in three-dimensional ways or prove anything or put into certain orders anything. We can just affirm what we basically are already. And so our 3D surroundings become a bit more comfortable and more fun. And then comes this rising again in us that moves us into the fourth dimension, a layer between the third and the fifth, that is somehow a conglomerate where the two, the third dimension and the fifth dimension, interlock. It has become an area all by itself, a bit like a no man's area. If we go there, I go there with my 3D consciousness. Okay, I get feedback, yes. Yeah, we do things here too that you do on Earth. We eat, we make merry, but there is no measurement. In 3D, everything is based on measuring, being measured. Music, the beat, the length, how long this talk is going to last, or where we're going to move to from here afterwards. Everything is measured according to time and space. We signed up for this interaction between time and space. But in 4D, in the next dimension up, over the garden fence of 3D, there is no measurement. We go there almost every night in our dreams, into the astral world, where things are different from 3D, not as harsh. We can move from one spot of the earth to the other in a second. It is also that we move into 4D, carrying the heavy consciousness into it and getting stuck in it. If I was smoking on earth in my body, and then I move into the fourth dimension, I want to smoke some more. And I'm getting other people offering me the best cigarettes, the best, whatever I think best. And so then it's easy to get stuck there. And it is there too. If we have practiced this little spot of remembering that we are divine, we can move out of those sticky, muddy places that want to keep us there. We can move out of them. There's always a way out. The way is always in remembering who we are, who I am. And we can move off like birds, having the treacle of that heaviness still dripping off the feathers. But we can move our wings and get used to it again, to using them again, shaking off anything that wants to hold us back. And let go. I remember who I am. I am God. Oh, for God's sake, I am. I am here now. And I am free and I am unlimited. And I can play. I don't have to be so darn serious over everything. I can play pranks on people. I remember, for instance, when I was a kid in grade school and was walking back and forth from home to school and from school back home again with my friends. We would sometimes go to elderly, gentle women most of the time. And he would ask him, that was in Vienna, in Austria, would ask him, can you tell us how to get from here to there, which was where my grandmother lived, and I knew her address. And I knew it was a long way to get there on public transport and tramways. So we would ask a person that we thought would stop and listen to us children. And more often than not, these ladies that we asked said, "Oh my goodness, you poor children, you're far away from there. Do you know that? You have to take one tram. There's a station here. You stop where it stops. You go there and wait for it. And then you have to tell them in the tram to leave where you have to go and catch another tram." And they went into detailed explanation while we were coughing, trying to stop our laugh, not to giggle out there. And then finally, thank goodness, nobody walked us to the next train station, tram station, to see that we really got onto that tram. So we said, thank you, that's good. And we walked off. So playing Franks, you can play lots of games with time and space and have fun. And at the same time, be aware that other people might be stuck. And maybe we can unhook them a little bit and have them feel compassion. Oh, poor children. Or feel a connectedness with us. So, this is the astral world in 4D. And it gets us, it also holds beautiful higher vibrations full of colors that we've never seen here in 3D. Plenty of paper, I didn't even get to using it. And it has a material for our dreams. Yeah, this is exactly how the house I was thinking of would look like, what it would look like. I like it here in 3D and in 4D. And the sounds, yeah, I can sound and it sounds even better, ever so much more better than what I've been used to in 3D. So our fourth dimension might become a very welcoming transitional area that will get us back again, that is getting us back into higher dimensions from 5D up. So we are on our circulation. We have been today. And I thank you so much that you're still here, haven't walked out. And I would like to open this not knowing, the blessing of not knowing, the power of not knowing, how it relates to your life, or what ideas you have or experiences, if there are any questions. I see there is a yellow bird that just flew on the top of a leaf and that wags its wings, sort of wags its little tail. It says, we're here now, take over. So, questions, comments? Beautiful, yeah. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
What does, because you mentioned it quite a few times, what does 3D, 4D, and 5D mean to you?
Thank you. It means layers upon layers upon layers, different frequencies. And down here it's and then the next layer up is and then the next layer up is hi, I'm in my power. Hi, and then as a response, it's my heart that moving to my heart, and everything opens up. Oh, I love you, love myself, I love. And from there on and on, yeah. But the answer not be longer than
Mahalo.
the question, much longer.
We have time for one more if someone else has a question. Anybody? Going once, going twice, going 3 times? Okay, that was such a wonderful presentation of not knowing what we're going to do. Actually, sharing a little bit about that, I believe Leah and Alicia and myself, and I thought I saw Rosalia, we all went to this really beautiful space for healers, and we were invited to share something. And so Alicia did a little workshop, and I was asked to do a little workshop. And I thought, oh, I'll get prepared. And I went down to PC 911, and I saw Dan, and he was actually out of the office. So one of the kiddos helped me, and I started printing things. He like hooked up my phone to the printer, and it was to talk about teas. So I was going to share about teas and how did I want to present it? Are we going to have tea time? Are we going to harvest? Are we going to make it together? And my mind went on and on and on and on and on. And then pretty like the printer printed out 2 things. And I was like, okay, we're not knowing. We're just going to be in the moment. And you never know what little gems can come out of just being in the moment. So thank you again. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
And I'm going to invite Vaboda to play a song for us while we do offertory. And I'm going to pass around the koa bowl. And whatever you like to offer, your love, your blessings, or monetary green stuff, that's always welcome too. Thank you.
Test. Is this going to feedback? All right?
Yeah.
Thank you for all your blessings. So before I do our events coming up at New Thought, I'm going to ask ElishaLeolani, do you have any announcements, any workshops?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Any offerings?
Well, I would love to give sounding workshops on sound and on the combination of sound and color and certain movements. So right now my life is very much in transition from no car to having 2 cars, from changing into another house. I have now 2 houses while I'm cat sitting and dog sitting and doing all that. So when that has settled down a bit more, I'll know.
Okay, you'll let us know.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
And
mahalo.
I'd love to see everyone
Yeah.
there.
Wonderful. I can relate to that because I just got back. It's only been 10 days and it feels like a month's worth of excitement. And it's always interesting how the island has that magic. And I too, I'm now looking after four pieces of Aina, all beautiful with their own wonderful vibrations and energy, and some furry friends that have come attached with it. So I've been enjoying making friends. So next, we have events coming up at New Thought Center of Hawaii. Sunday services, 10 a.m. in person at the center or by live stream. Video on YouTube after. And we also offer free childcare. Just make reservations by Friday, please. The next 3 Sundays, 6/22, Maria Man, Summer Solstice Ceremony. Ooh, bring drums and rattles. Community drumming starts at 9:45. 6/29, Jill Wagner, How Zen Training Guides My Life and Work. Music by Ola Sangles. And on 7/6, we have Arliss Dudley Cash, Breaking the Sound Barrier of Belief, Going Beyond Limits. We also offer weekly classes on Mondays from 4:30 to 5:30 with Jin Ann Wong, Tai Chi and Qigong. $15, and you can come at 4 to learn the long form. Monthly events at the end of the month, potluck on the Lanai after service. Our next one is June 29th. We also offer crystal bowl meditation from 9 to 9:30, second Sunday. Our next event will be July 13th. We also have a special event coming up that Pasha and I are taking the lead. On Sunday, July 20th, we're doing a book sale after service. It's a fundraiser for New Thought Center of Hawaii. And volunteers are very much needed. On my right-hand side at the little table is a little sign-up sheet. And then we're going to work on first planning meeting week after next. Exact day and time will be based on scheduling needs of the volunteers. And then we have an invitation if you'd like to submit a prayer request to the New Thought Center Prayer Ministry. Written requests in the wooden Honu box on Sundays, email requests at other times, and the Honu box is on our table again, this long table on my right. And again, just volunteering, if there's anything you'd like to volunteer for. We had a request for flowers, lots and lots of flowers. And so between Leah and myself, we've been bringing the flowers that you hear, see the arrangements. And oftentimes the 5-gallon bucket is very heavy. And so if anyone wants to come to Red Dragon and say, can I help you? I would say absolutely. And if you want to be creative and participate in making floral arrangements, I invite others to come join us in that. And then mailing list, there's a signing on the guest book there to get a weekly e-newsletter or sign up via our website. And the only thing I don't see on here is produce giveaway. So whenever our trees or our gardens are in full abundance, I invite you to bring some things to share. So today, compliments of looking after Reagan and Jan's Ina, I have brought uba tubas. I've never eaten one. So I'm not sure if they're hot or spicy. They did come from Martha and Lloyd, and I've known in the past, like when I first met Esta, she had a jar of jam. So they make awesome jam. If you'd like to take some home with you, I welcome you to do that. And now's our time for Hawaii Aloha. Oh, yes. Yes, more announcements. Ooh. Uh-huh. Nice. Mm. Nice. Thank you for that offering. And that reminds me, does anyone else have announcements? And then lunch. I was gonna, after our announcements are done, I just remembered lunch too. Okay, we're gonna go to lunch at Manny's Kitchen and with ElishaLeolani, and if anyone would like to join us, it'd be like little hand count so we kind of have an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. And if we all like to join hands and stand up and do a Hawaii Aloha. I think we're gonna stick to the original. Yeah, just one verse.
Mai ku ne hanawe ku home ku lai vine Oli o au ina pono lani o E Hawaii aloha E haole na o pio o Hawaii ne Oli Oli Aina he ahe makani a pa mai nei o ke aloha aloha mai Oli na o pio o mai nei Okay, aloha,
Were you saying falsetto, or was that Alicia making the high?
Elisa.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think you did falsetto. But